Welcome, everybody. This is Big Baby Ben.
Judas Black here tonight, guys. You know what it is. We told you it was coming. Unfortunately, we had some, problems, technical difficulties. We wanted Tommy Gunn. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be at this time. But look forward to a Facebook exclusive coming here soon with the one, the only Tommy Gunn. This is Wrestling with Bros Season 3, Episode 1 Opener. And tonight, we want to kick this off with some exciting new news coming out of the Illinois Valley. Big Baby, go ahead and hit that clip.
Wrestling Bro fans, Judas Black here. Some exciting news coming out of the Illinois Valley. March 15th, guys. Illinois Valley Wrestling Federation, IVWF, at Streeter, Illinois, at the P&A. Brand new promotion, guys. Brand new generation of wrestling going on here. Something you guys just do not want to miss. Big names, guys. Brian Blade, Beast, Tommy Gunn, Apex, just to name a few. March 15th. $10 a ticket, guys. Illinois Valley Wrestling Federation at Streeter, Illinois. One for the ages. Stay tuned for much, much more information.
Absolutely. Big Baby, go ahead and pull up that flyer that I sent over to you.
But before you do, some Wrestling with Bros news. I was, for that company, I am the ring announcer. And
Yes.
Unfortunately, for the first event, actually a positive thing in my life, my son will be being born. So I will not be able to make the event. But fans, I will be at the second event. Big Baby Ben, the ring announcer.
All right, Big Baby, go ahead and pull up that flyer. P&A Hall, 906 East Livingston Street, Streeter, Illinois. IBWF presents March 15, 2025, the Donnybrook Wrestling for the Green. And in the comments section, we have MCW's own Stacy McCormick. How you doing tonight, Mother? We are glad to hear from you. New promotion, though, coming out of Illinois Valley. IVWF, guys, the match card soon to come. We'll be showing it. Also bringing on Gina Masovic, the owner, onto the podcast to talk more and more about this new promotion. Guys, it is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It is affordable. It will be here. But we cannot, Big Baby, we cannot forget our home, the Wrestling with Bros home, MCW, Midwest Championship Wrestling, February 28th, 2025, the very first show. We will be broadcasting live, sharing a live event, TikTok, if it's still around, YouTube, Facebook will be streaming live. Guys, we are excited to do this with our hometown boy, Austin Michael Baldridge. We can't wait.
And don't forget, fans, MCW exclusive. It's been popping. It's got 1.5K with the Apex. It's got over 1,000 views with FXB. Chop Sessions, an MCW live exclusive right before the event or after, whenever the superstar has time. We're just blessed that these guys are coming on the show and, giving you guys what you want. Judas and Big Baby Ben getting chopped. And from the last show, I did suffer some serious damage with FXB.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. That front chop really left a nasty, nasty mark on your chest. But Big Baby, exciting news for you. I have officially lined up the next member of Club Chop Sessions for Wrestling with Bros. none other than the wild card Chris Mercer.
Ooh, man, that's gonna sting. Wild card Christmas. And let's not forget, we just interviewed AMB a while back ago, and we saw the carnage of Wild Card Mercer's match with AMB, and it ended with him putting AMB through a table off the top turnbuckle and getting the victory. And now we're taking chops from this man. I saw AMB's chest, and let's not forget out of that match, AMB was busted from his head too.
He absolutely was, and that was a serious actual partial concussion that he received in that match from that throw off the top ropes. So, guys, like we said, always remember wrestling is fun, it's exciting, but injuries can happen. And good thing that it was with two very experienced wrestlers in Chris Mercer and Austin Michael Baldridge. Definitely, definitely.
So you don't want to miss that NCW action at all. Worth every penny that you spend. But let's dig into this creative episode. It's something that Wrestling with Bros has never covered. We also have 7 extra surprise topics to talk about. And on top of it, we have a blast from the past. So we are coming big in this first episode. And we're going to talk about the dead man. Undertaker, the Streak, WrestleMania, the granddaddy of them all, where he was dominant for so many years.
21 years. That was it. 21-1 was when he finally took his final hit.
He went 23-2, brother.
23-2 was the total amount of matches that the dead man had. But it was at 21 where he received that first loss against the one, the only Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate. The Undertaker fought his heart out, but unfortunately on that night, it was destined to be the end of the streak that went for 21 years without being stopped.
And the thing is, Undertaker had to go to the hospital after that match. He was injured. I mean, this man competed in, Brock Lesnar hits hard. Brock Lesnar is not something you're just going to step in the ring with and not leave with some bruises, brother.
So, Big Baby, just some important news, just to take a brief moment here. It is official. My son just brought me his phone. Important update from TikTok. We regret that a U.S. law banning TikTok will take effect on January 19th and forces us to make our services temporarily unavailable. We're working to restore our service in the U.S. as soon as possible, and we appreciate your support. Please stay tuned at this time.
That's 1,400 followers that follows Wrestling with Bros.
1,229 followers, guys. Remember, just because TikTok is temporarily unavailable, please, all of those followers, everyone on TikTok, go follow us on Instagram.
Look who it is. It's the biggest fan of Wrestling with Bros and AMB in history. It's Blue Shirt Girl, the stare down of all stare downs. And then I miss you guys.
Deliana. Hey, Deliana. And
I love y'all. You know what?
Much love from Wrestling with Bros.
Let's just go ahead and put all the fans up on the screen. If you got a comment, hit the comment section. We'll talk about it. And everybody, we were just talking about the streak.
But let's let people know first, Big Baby. Instagram, Facebook, follow Billy Rogers, Judas Black on Facebook, Big Baby Ben on Facebook. Follow our Wrestling with Bros page. Guys, we're going to still be on all of our other socials. And unfortunately, because the U.S. government is full of a bunch of idiots, TikTok is officially banned at this time.
People are making too much money and the government's not seeing it and they don't like it. They don't like it, but this is not a political show. This is a wrestling show. So let's talk wrestling. We're going to go over this amazing WrestleMania career and how he built WrestleMania into what it is and how people bought tickets just to see if the streak would be over. I mean, Undertaker in WrestleMania, it's like,
Synonymous.
yeah, and it all started in 1991 when he defeated Jimmy Snuka.
3 years after I was born, defeating Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Jimmy Superfly, a top tier talent, just quick in the ring and so agile. And unfortunately for that night, for Jimmy Superfly, it just wasn't meant to be. And the dead man's major streak took off.
Now, as this list goes down, Big Baby Ben is more talkative tonight. As this list goes down, I want you to count the Hall of Famers that fell on the grandest stage of them all. Jimmy Snuka, the first one. And then he beats Jake the Snake Roberts in 1992.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I want to answer a couple fan questions first here. Hello from WCE Management from Appleton, Wisconsin. And then Deliana had a very interesting question, Big Baby. Hey guys, who do you think is your favorite and all-time favorite WWE wrestler, and who's your all-time favorite MCW wrestler?
Ooh.
Well, my all-time favorite WWE, obviously Big Baby knows. I followed John Cena since 2002. Currently, my top favorite is Roman, but John Cena will always be my all-time favorite. MCW, we're huge supporters of Austin Michael Baldridge. But it's hard to say the exact top favorite. There's so many major superstars that come into MCW. There's so many creative superstars. But if we got to go all the time, I guess Austin Michael Baldridge, AMB. Big Baby?
To answer this question, WWE wise, if we're going now and then, I can answer that. That's fair. Now, I would have to say it's Penta.
Okay.
I followed Penta all through the Indies. I'm so excited that he's in WWE, so that's exciting. And then MCW is hard. Am I allowed to choose two or just one?
Go ahead and choose two, Big Baby.
I can choose two. Okay, AMB and Nasty Nick Nolan.
All right. So we can agree on the one. All right. And yeah, Nasty Nick, a really cool guy. But unfortunately for us, we know that is not one of Deliana's favorites. And then to answer your question, Deliana, we can't give a for sure answer on that with AMB. Very, very busy guy. It's hard to get him on the show sometimes. But like we told you on the last episode,
Well, the man's working his ass off.
Absolutely, he is. We will talk to AMB at the next show and see what we can do. That's about a month away, roughly. We'll talk to him at the next show and see if we can't look at lining something up to get you guys back on the show. And there you go. Stacey McCormick answering. AMB is working tomorrow. There's their answer. So, you were saying 1992.
Mama has spoken. Mama AMB.
Mama AMB.
Mama, instead of
Mama McCormick.
Mama McCormick. There we go. I love it.
Mama McCormick. Tell Mama McCormick I said hi. Tell Mama McCormick I said hi. And we got Josiah on the screen. Hey, guys, it's me, Josiah. How's it going there, Josiah?
And
all
then
right, we were in 1992, Big Baby.
And we moved to 1993 where he beat Giant Gonzalez, a master of a man.
A huge monster of a man, but he really never had a good run in the WWE. He was one of those big men that Vince McMahon brought into the company, and he just kind of subsided. So, unfortunately, that was a great victory for The Undertaker, but Giant Gonzalez was not a very synonymous name with WWE.
And the next one is a name that everybody knows, And that's in 1995 because he did not wrestle at the 1994 WrestleMania. He was injured that year. So he faced King Kong Bundy.
King Kong Bundy. Now that name, very, very well known. King Kong
Butterbean.
Bundy was a very hard man to beat. But, when you come face to face with the immortal one, unfortunately, even King Kong Bundy wasn't enough. Excuse me. Even King Kong Bundy wasn't enough to take down The Undertaker.
And we're just keep naming off these Hall of Famers. The Undertaker is, oh, can we have it just you guys and me? Me and Judas will talk about that after the show, and we have to talk to your mom to get it approved if we have time.
Yeah, if we have time, we'll have to see what kind of episode we can come up with, because we don't want to just get on here and just talk for 5 minutes and then be right back off. So we want to make sure we can turn it into a good episode.
In 96, Diesel, Kevin Nash, Big Daddy Cool.
That was one of my favorite wrestlers as a kid. When I was a
Me
kid,
too.
loved Kevin Nash. Man, I had
Loved
an
him.
action figure. I loved the action figure until one day I decided to turn the head and his head fell off. And I didn't like it so much.
I actually had the action figure where he was in the Outsiders, and he was in his red gear with the black stripes on the side.
Yep. That's what
I
I
had
had.
that figure, and then I had his NWO figure.
You didn't have that one.
I wish I still had it, but my uncle sold it.
That's wonderful.
And another name in 97, and not really was big in the 90s, Psycho Sid.
Psycho Sid, yeah, big in the 90s, kind of fell out of the WWE, and that man's dead now, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, say he died, and he was there for a little while. Why did you pick Nolan? You know I hate him.
Because, listen, Deliana, listen. The message that he says, it's clear. Nobody is better than Nolan. I love Nasty Nick's persona. This man.
Deliana, you got to be open to the idea of Nasty Nick now because he's a good guy now. He's a baby face. So you got to open up a little bit.
And don't forget, he's facing Alex Rico at the next show. And whoever wins is the number one contender. I said Axel.
You said Alex.
I got too fast. Axel Rico at the next show. Whoever wins is the number one contender.
Big baby, you about to have Axel Rico at our table calling us wrestling marks. You keep messing his name up.
Oh, like Eric Schultz. And what's up with this celebration of Schultz that doesn't get results?
Celebration of the champion Mark.
He comes up to my table and talks shit to me every time.
And now I ain't heard nothing from Schultz. Where are you at, Schultz?
Yeah, where you at? I can't wait to see you at the next show, you Mark.
Yeah, Mark. We over here talking shit and you ain't backing it up.
In 1998, his brother Kane.
His brother Kane. Part of a very formative tag team known as the Brothers of Destruction. Kane was an absolute monster, and even his own brother couldn't get the job done when it came to the dead man.
And Kane, a Hall of Famer, a mayor, in fact, such a dominant superstar. Kane was one of my favorite big men in the 2000s. When he lost the mask and Kane went completely nuts, that's when I fell in love with the Kane character.
I gotta say the one character I hated with Kane was Corporate Kane.
You didn't like Corporate Kane?
No. Mm-mm.
Corporate Kane with his black pants and his dress shoes?
And I got to step in here and say I got a little bit of a rant here, okay? Tiffy time. Your champion right now. Her match tonight, she was not believable. Like this match was not believable. I mean, don't get me wrong. They put on a hell of a match itself, but Tiffy time kicking out of like 6 or 7 different finishers, and then one of the all-time greats, Bayley, the role model, the hugger, one of the greats, gets hit with one finisher, the perfect moonsault, off the top rope, and that's it for Bayley. That's not believable.
Hey,
It's no,
hey,
no, that is not believable, and you're not gonna sit here and mimic me with this.
I cheered for her in NXT, and I said, watch her become champion in the first 2 years she's on the roster. And what happened?
You know, the only great thing about that match was when Tiffy Time's boob almost popped out. So that was the only thing great about that match with Tiffy Time. Really? Hey, Delia, we're not hating on AMB. We love AMB. He can do any move, yes. He does a hell of crazy moves. We love AMB. That's one of our favorites on Wrestling with Bros. MCW is our home. We're not hating on AMB. Never will. Never have. Even if he goes heel, we're still supporting our boy AMB.
I would love to see a heel turn from AMB. That would shock Skydive Chicago. People would be out of their seats. You remember when The Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar, where that kid was just like, his eyes were all big and he had tears coming down.
Baby has eyes?
But yeah, I got eyes. What's up, everybody? So, to see AMB go heel in Skydive Chicago, that would be great.
It would be absolutely crazy. And the rumor around the mill, and we know it's happened. AMB went heel in HAW. He's part of a faction, just destroying anyone that comes in their path over at HAW. And I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that faction. But digging back into The Undertaker, big baby.
1999, a guy that was really part of all Vince McMahon's factions, the Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man, he was good in the 90s. Wasn't a big fan of him. He was one of them generic wrestling characters that I thought was kind of cheesy.
But in 2001, because in 2000 he was injured. In 2001, he faced a name that everybody knows and everybody sings his music when he comes out. And that's Triple H.
Triple H. Yes, that name is synonymous. And we know that he is the current COO of World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE.
There is the name of AMB's
Aura.
There it is.
There you go. Thank you, Stacy. I was looking for that.
Mama McCormick.
Mama McCormick coming in with the save.
I swear I'm getting the T-shirt done. I'm going to wear it on the show.
Mama McCormick.
Mama McCormick.
It's also the name of a pepper brand. I'm sorry.
Why would you say that?
I'm sorry.
I hope she smacks you at the next show. I hope she smacks you good. But we're going to bounce off The Undertaker for a minute. And Billy being Billy, fucking Judas. The rumor that I've read, I don't believe it, but I don't know if it's true. Solo has walked out of WWE.
I watched it. He's just it's a It's a play. You know, he walked out of the ring. He's trying to talk. The fans wouldn't listen to him. He threw his jacket, took his jacket off, threw it over his shoulder, and walked out through the crowd and didn't turn back around. Deliana.
Now hold on. I did say A and B names first. You're coming at my whole life, you short girl. I said A and B and then Nasty Nick. Now, Nasty Nick is I like A and B and I like Nasty Nick. I like them both. All right.
She's coming at your whole life.
Coming at my whole life. And in 2002, the greatest of all time, Judas will tell me I'm wrong, but the greatest to ever lace a pair of boots, he faced Ric Flair.
I liked Ric Flair, but I wouldn't call him the greatest of all time. I mean, I would call Randy Orton the greatest of all time over Ric Flair.
But Ric Flair's top 5 Rushmore.
Deliana, do you think that you can ask Austin if I could be in his? You'll have to ask Stacy on that one. Austin isn't going to. I don't think he'll listen to us when it comes to asking if somebody could be in his entrance. I don't know how all that would work. You'll have to. Stacy, come in on for us on that. Oh, Stacy coming at your life now.
Okay. Now, when I say the Jet's my favorite, I say, and I always say this about him, I love working with the Jet. The Jet's awesome. He's the best heel in the business. The Jet is the best heel in the indie circuit right now, in my opinion. The man rips up Pokemon cards and makes kids cry. It's freaking awesome.
They throw Pokemon stuffed animals at the man. But you didn't answer her question, big baby. Is Jet your top favorite heel, or is it Nasty Nick Nolan when Nasty Nick was heel?
Well, the Jet.
There's your answer.
The Jet. The Jet's my boy.
There's your answer.
We talk a lot.
Your answer, Stacy.
We talk a lot. I like the Jet. We talk a lot.
Absolutely.
But 2003 was a handicap match. I don't know if you remember this or not, but he faced Big Show and A-Train.
I remember that. That was a horrifying match for The Undertaker. But the Dead Man using his immortal abilities to take out two of the biggest monsters in the WWE at that time. You know, facing off against A-Train and the Big Show. The Big Show alone would just have been the challenge. Or the A-Train. But you put both of them monsters in the middle of the ring to face off against the Dead Man. And unfortunately for them, even those two put together wasn't enough to stop the Dead Man.
And now we move in Blast from the Past. May he rest in peace. Ayo. Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, Judas, wherever Kevin Nash was, TNA, WCW, WWF, the Click, you know, Scott Hall, I think in my opinion, one of the best big men of all time.
Hey, yo, Kevin.
We're here to make money.
Here to make money. You know, and I want to throw one of my favorite blasts from the past, also currently residing in a gravesite. Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. You know, he is still, to this day, they still use that man's video in the beef jerky, the beef stick commercials for Slim Jim. To this day, you can't replace that man.
In 2004, him and his brother met back up at Mania, and it was a banger of a match. I remember watching it. I was in middle school.
Yep.
What a match.
2004, I was in the 10th grade.
Yeah, you're old.
Who's Stacy McCall? I'm sorry. I'm on one tonight.
I don't know no Stacy McCall.
Well, let's see what Stacy says. That's kind of Austin's call. He might be down to do it. What are we doing, big baby? There we go. W.
Call me a Mark Schultz. Eric Schultz, the celebration of Schultz.
Mark. Can't even win a title fairly, man. Like, Matty Ice had that. If you faced Matty Ice 1-on-1 in the ring fairly, you wouldn't stand a chance. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be honest, big baby. Could Eric Schultz take on the main man, Matty Ice?
Matty Ice is look, he's Booker T played a big part with him, and I've watched a lot of his other stuff. Matty Ice is very impressive in the ring. Do not get me wrong. That man is awesome. I do not think Eric Schultz will get results against Matty Ice fairly.
He gonna get the results he wants.
No. But we move into 2005 here, and it's against my boy, and it was a big feud. I remember Cowboy Bob Orton was in it. Remember Randy versus the Undertaker? That was a big feud.
You're absolutely correct, big baby. Randy Orton was young. He was talented, and he's still talented. Don't get me wrong, but he was a young up-and-coming talent, majorly quick in the ring, fast on the snap of that RKO, and he still just wasn't enough, even the young talent.
Absolutely. And, the next year, a dominant superstar that I believe was in his prime, Mark Henry in 2006.
And there was a question on Facebook, whose was his second loss against? That was Roman Reigns, wasn't it?
His second loss was against Roman Reigns.
Yes. Roman Reigns did pick up a victory against The Undertaker. Bray Wyatt, there was a comment about Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt lost to The Undertaker.
And there's my sister-in-law in the comments right there, Katie Bug.
How's it going there, Katie? Hello, hello.
Us doing our thing. The next year, I believe, wasn't Batista one of your favorites?
I did like Batista. I didn't like his cocky demeanor. So I had mixed emotions there. I liked the animal. I liked the idea of who he was. But I seem to have lost my host. There he is. There's my host. I was like, where the hell did my host go?
Yeah, we about just got kicked from the whole session.
Why? What happened?
All it said was air.
Uh-oh.
So let's dig into these names before.
Let's be straight, Restream. Stop playing games with Wrestling with Bros. We're not liking these results.
Going great.
We are doing great too. We are doing great there, Katie.
So then we got Edge.
The rated R superstar. Even brought the rated R to the dead man. Dead man said that don't matter. Rated R or whatever. It don't matter. And there is Sammy Lawhead on Big Baby's YouTube page. How's it going?
Then we got back-to-backs, HBKs, and the last one in 2010 was career
Versus the
for
street.
streak. Well, we'd be happy if you can come out and see the MCW in action.
Absolutely.
I know Danny
We
had a
hope
blast
so.
last time.
Absolutely. We hope so.
He got up on the ring. He was hella happy.
Yep.
Ate 3 hot dogs.
Ate 3 hot dogs. Man, cost me $6.
Bag of chips.
Bag of chips.
Water.
Yeah, it cost me about $10.
Hungry kid.
Oh, my little nephew.
He just kept wanting hot dogs. We finally had to be like, okay.
And now we move into a couple companies.
Happy Cup Creations. Very, very good quality materials and designs. If you're looking for shirts, you're looking for cups, Happy Cup Creations is a great solution to go to for those needs. Also, she makes decals. I've got some of the Wrestling with Bros decals here. Let me grab those real quick, big baby, so I can show those on the screen. Right here, guys. Wrestling with Bros decals. We'll have some of those at the next show from Happy Cup Creations. Those will be at the next show to be purchased if you guys would like a Wrestling with Bros decal. Taylor's Graphic Designs, also very good at making stuff for Wrestling with Bros. She makes shirts, backpacks, anything that she could slap a decal on. There you go. We can make it. And Reaper Clothing Design, a clothing design idea designed by my son for the people wanting to make ideas possible, showing that anything is possible if you set your mind to it.
And then in 2011, Undertaker defeated Triple H, but he tapped him out, Judas.
Tapping out The Undertaker to Hell's Gate. Triple H fought with everything he had. This match, this idea was in defense. Originally, the first match was in defense of his buddy Shawn Michaels. The second match was just Triple H wanting revenge. He's like, I can do it. I can beat the dead man. I can do this. But unfortunately, at that time, it was just continuing to be a thing where nobody could beat the dead man. And Deliana says, what decals? Wrestling with Bros decals. You can get them for your car. You can get them for your backpack. Whatever you want them for. Like I said, I'll have a few of them at the next show. We'll see how they sell. If people want to buy them. If they don't sell them, we're not going to keep making a whole bunch of them. We don't want to have a giant stack of stickers.
And now we move on to, I'm sure, a Judas Black rant, one of these topics. Liv Morgan's title run cut short.
Yeah. That one's another one that kind of hits a nerve for me. I don't hate Rhea. I mean, I don't hate Rhea, but Rhea had her time to shine, and this was Liv's time. And they got to go Netflix on us, all big on Netflix, and give it back to Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Rippy.
The
Bloody Rippy.
The Rippy Tide. Nobody wants to see that. I'm sorry. I don't want to see a
version.
Rhea Rippy. Nobody wants to see Rhea as a champion. Personally, to me, I don't. I was enjoying the Liv Morgan revenge tour. I was enjoying it. And WWE, you pissed me off again. No, please stop taking away the opportunities from Liv Morgan. Literally, the majority of Liv Morgan's title run was running from fucking Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley getting title opportunity after title opportunity after title opportunity. even losing. And then when in the match where she defeats Liv, you say Rhea winning back the title that she never lost. She lost matches trying to get that title back. So let's just be clear about that. It don't matter if it was clean. It don't matter if it was dirty. She tried to get it back from Liv a couple other times and failed to do so. She should have went to the back of the line. Sorry, that's how I look at it.
And now we continue in, he faced Triple H again in 2012. Didn't pull it off again. And I believe that was the Hell in a Cell, wasn't it?
Yes.
Where Shawn Michaels was the referee. Shawn Michaels even hit a super kick that match into a pedigree, and they still couldn't put the man away.
Dead man still kicked out. He's a dead man. You can't kill a dead man.
2013.
Oh, now you like Rhea, Deliana.
You like Rhea Rippey?
Wrestling with Bros, the best in the Midwest, guys, right there. That's what you get when you tune in with Wrestling with Bros. You never know what's going to come out of our mouths. Never know.
Wrestling with Bro fans, we promised it.
Chop this!
FXB. So let's do this.
Ready?
Yep.
And they are a little delayed, guys.
Yep.
Go a little lighter with that. That was better.
All right.
You gotta take off the sweater.
Take my babies up. Yeah, your sweater has to come on. What are you trying to play at?
Now take that sweater off, big baby.
Yep.
I know.
Did that hurt, Dad?
All right.
All right, you ready?
All right, big baby, you're up. Ready? Get it. One more, FXB. Come on, baby. Big baby wants two.
Front top!
That's string.
I was
There you
going
go.
for
All right.
it. Ready?
Yep. All right, guys. That was Chop Sessions with FXB. You guys have a good one. Thank you.
And the result of that overhand chop?
Right there. Hey, guys, I just be straight. Nothing. Nothing. Let's see if Chris Mercer can leave a mark. You think you got what it takes, wild card?
I was
Do
welted
this.
for a week.
And I'm just going to be straight. I gave Big Baby's chest a nickname. He's Marshmallow Chest.
Katie Bug says, ouch. Yeah, yes, absolutely. That is Chop Sessions, what I was talking to you about.
I mean, if you slap a marshmallow, it probably wouldn't hurt the marshmallow. Yes, Big Baby had a mark. I think he might still have some purple marks from that.
But then we move into 2014, where the 21-1 that chop.
Looked like heart, like it hurt. Yes.
And
It
that
was
is
on the-
an
it was on the heart.
MCW exclusive, everybody. You can only catch that on these days right here.
Yes. February 28th, April 25th, June 28th, August 16th, October 18th, December 20th.
Every one of those will have a Chop Sessions from some type of superstar at MCW, and we love it.
And I see that Bobby Lee is tuning in on Facebook. How you doing, Bobby Lee? We miss you, man. You got to get back to MCW, man. We are missing you, man. Come on.
It was great to have you at the table, Bobby Lee. It was awesome to finally get to work with you, man. Like, side by side. I loved it. You're such an entertainer. You're so hilarious, and you just draw the crowd in. Shout out to Bobby Lee.
Shout out.
And in 2015, rest in peace, the greatest creator character of all time, he faced Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, hell of a man. Man. A moment of silence, 10 seconds.
Oops. Gosh, I keep popping that up.
All right, guys. Bray Wyatt was one hell of a creative person, creating the Fiend, and we know that the idea of the Wyatt Six was an idea of Bray Wyatt and his brother bringing that to the WWE. And we haven't seen much of the Wyatt Six lately, big baby.
No, we haven't. I think, they're holding them back to see what they can do creatively. And I think they're going to be smart with it and not just drag them out and make them into a boring storyline. I think each thing is going to be calculated. And I put them on hold for a while, bring them back at a big event. I'm down. Don't ruin this creatively. Don't just throw them in storyline at the store. The Chad Gable storyline, I enjoyed it. That was good. That was a good start. But now they really got nothing. I mean, what?
No,
They got the Karrion Kross.
You put him against Karrion Kross's faction, the
Had 'em
Final
lose.
Testament, and have him lose. Like, that doesn't make the Wyatt Six look dominant and unstoppable. No, I'm sorry, but the final. I keep saying the wrong name. The Final Testament's old news. You've tried to push them. You tried to prove that they were dominant. It's not believable. You have some beasts of men in there, some monsters, and when Karrion Kross came back, he looked at Roman and went like this, like, it's counting down. The time is counting down, and then nothing. And the way I understood it, Karrion Kross was one of Triple H's top favorites to be in the WWE, and then nothing. And Deliana says her mom says they do birthday parties now at MCW. I did not know that, but that is awesome. And yes, that would be a neat opportunity there, Katie. Absolutely.
2016, Shane McMahon dove off to Hell in a Cell to hit an elbow on the Undertaker's chest on the announce table. Undertaker moved. Me and you stood up and said, "Holy shit," and my food flung on the floor.
That's big baby for you. Throwing that food out. Oh, my God. Oh, man.
But in 2017, he took a loss, and I kind of don't understand. Roman Reigns.
Well, missed his first loss, though, big baby.
No, I didn't. Brock Lesnar. We talked about it.
No, you didn't. You never mentioned it.
I brought up Brock.
Yes,
No,
you
you
did.
didn't. We brought that up earlier. We didn't bring it up in the spiel.
Oh, well, we talked about it.
His first loss was to Brock Lesnar, and then Big Baby questioning why Roman Reigns. Honestly, I think it was just to push Roman Reigns' character to make him look undefeatable and unstoppable, and proving that he was capable of beating The Undertaker. I think it was more of a lead up to a down the road kind of storyline between Roman and Brock, saying that we both did it. We both stopped the undefeatable one, and seeing who was the better man.
And in 2020, in his retirement match, in a buried alive match, he defeated basically the whole OC that night. But he faced AJ Styles, and it was a unique match. It was out in the middle of nowhere in a house and outside, and it was good. And I think him raising his arm before he rode off, that was awesome.
And to the dead man. One hell of a talent, never be replaced.
Never going to be replaced. We move into the last question of the night. Judas, are you ready? Was Scott Steiner underused when brought to WWE? Then to be forced to job out to Evolution and Triple H the way he did.
Scott Steiner was kind of stale to me personally. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of Scott Steiner. His gimmick, like this shit, like every wrestler does that. You didn't really have a gimmick. So to me, I'm glad they didn't use him any more than they did. They should have given him a better gimmick. He should have come up with a better gimmick idea than this, the flex. No, I think they utilized him just the way they needed to boost the Evolution and keep that idea alive.
And you just heard it from Judas Black, but this has been season 3, episode 1 opener. 51 minutes of wrestling. It's been a great time, Judas. It was a great episode. I can't wait for MCW. Don't forget, guys, this February 28th. Don't forget.
Celebration of Schultz.
Well, this is Big Baby Ben.
Guys, this has been another amazing episode of Wrestling with Bros. This is